And now we are joined by the man himself. All right, this man, he's from Anchorage, Alaska. All right, he's a multi-sport athlete, played defensive end for 3 seasons in Alaska. He finished up in Oregon, then he went to USC. He made immediate impact at SC, all Pac-12 honorable mention as a freshman. He appeared in 52 career games, recording 74 tackles, 3.5 sacks, 4 passes defended. He is a 3-year NFL vet, spending time in Miami before coming to Seattle. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Brandon Pili.
Appreciate it. Happy to be here.
So the first time I met Brandon, I was connecting dots. I'm like, man, that last name, I know that last name. I watched women's basketball, then I figured out his sister got drafted to the WNBA. I used to coach at Eastside Catholic, then I realized his brother's at Eastside Catholic doing his thing. So the blood runs deep in this football family, man. How's the fam doing?
They're doing good. Yeah, my sister's overseas in Australia right now, and she just had surgery on her ankle, so she's getting back. She's getting back to it, and my brothers, they just lost in the semifinals.
Semis, yeah.
Yeah, to Mount Tahoma. So they're doing good though.
Good.
So, tell me about your Alaska. Now you got your whole family here well, you were always in the Northwest, even just farther north. You're all in Washington now. But just talk about your upbringing in Alaska, what that was like, and what was football like, and then how did you end up coming to Washington?
Yeah, so growing up in Alaska, it's not too different from here except the snow. I'd say the snow is the snow replaces the rain here. So, but yeah, it's good being back on the Northwest after being on the East Coast for a little bit. But yeah, growing up in Alaska, it was fun. The summers are nice. Summers are beautiful, but the winters they're pretty harsh. But you learn to adapt when you live there.
So were you in Anchorage?
Yeah.
Anchorage. I used to cover Anchorage back in my old wholesaling days, and you're right, it's not terrible. And they were adamant that if you want to do business with me, you got to come in December or January. You're not allowed to come during the summer to get my business initially.
Yeah.
But what was football like? Did you guys start earlier and finish earlier? And what kind of competition was it?
Yeah. We started earlier and finished earlier for obvious reasons. The snow limited our season, but the competition is not bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not too different from lower 48s. I'd say the biggest difference is the coaching and the details of the game and the speed of the game. But other than that, I feel like Alaska football is pretty, it's pretty up there.
Brandon, I'm from Southern California, so the first time I saw snow was when I went to Washington State.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget that. It was like a shock to the system. So then you go from, all right, obviously Alaska, go to Oregon, and then you go all the way to Miami. What was that like going down to the tropical part of the country?
It wasn't too bad. I got I got acclimated to the heat after being there for a while, but my people are from tropical land, so it kind of it balanced out.
Yeah.
So you and your sister both go to USC. Was there an influence on that?
Yeah, I think the Polynesian connection at USC and the history of getting players to the league and just the name USC on the West Coast, just that got my attention. And then my sister started getting recruited, and USC was one of the schools that offered, and a chance to go to school with her big brother. And then USC is a nice place too, so she chose to come there, and we had a good time over there.
Were you two competitive? I mean, obviously, she's a phenomenal athlete, great basketball player. You're a phenomenal athlete. Were you two competitive in sports?
Oh, yeah, all the time. We used to play each other one-on-one, probably hundreds, thousands of times, late night. And we got a gym. It's called the Alaska Club. It stayed open 24 hours. So we would always go there late at night in the wintertime, when we couldn't go outside and play one-on-one. And, everything was a competition with me and her and all my siblings. You know what I'm saying? It's the first one to get done with something, or the first one to the car. It's everything's always a competition, but we have fun with it.
So one thing I know about your culture, man, we have some polys over there at Wazoo, is that nicest people in the world, but super protective as well. Like, you go on that wrong side, it's a wrap. And I saw a little fire in you that last game.
A little bit.
If you want to explain that situation to me a little bit.
Yeah, no, I just, we going through the game. I'm running to the ball, and I just see, I just see a guy just straight headbutt my teammate, and my brotherly instincts kind of just took over in that moment, and I saw a little bit of red, but it's all right.
No, we appreciate that, man. I think that's one of the things that I like most about this defense is that you guys play with a fire that we haven't seen in a while, and it seems like you guys really like each other too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this defense is real close, from all three levels. There's no, separation in any of our rooms. Everybody's cool with everybody, and, I don't think it's like that at a lot of other places, and I think it's really cool to see here.
So for those who don't know, Josh Jobe there's kind of a pile at the end, and one of their offensive linemen for Minnesota comes running down, and I hate it. They should be illegal anyways, that they should not be allowed to clean the pile off. And he headbutts Josh Jobe and gives him a concussion. I saw that. You clearly saw it. And then, you went after the guy that did that. The closeness, Leonard Williams says, I may have to pay your fine. Yeah. Did you get fined?
I haven't gotten one in the letter, fingers crossed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Were you shocked, though, that, they always throw a flag on somebody who's second in a fight, right?
Yeah.
You didn't get flagged.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like you're going to get fined. Are you a little surprised at that?
A little bit, but I don't know. I feel like the NFL likes to protect your brother memo, so.
I love it. Yeah.
There was nothing like going to your locker and having that FedEx little slip there, man. It was
Never
all
had
there.
one.
Hey, and I was undrafted, so I couldn't afford it.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna hurt.
Sir.
So hopefully Leo take care of you. Take care of you, man. Last week we were talking about this game, and I'm an offensive guy, so I look at the offense only scored one touchdown, a bunch of field goals. Not the cleanest game. My defensive buddies over here like, what are you talking about, man? 26-0, shut them down.
Beautiful.
Defense looked good. What do you take from that game, and what are you looking forward to improving on this week?
I just feel like we always have each other's back. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's going to be some bad plays and good plays on both sides of the ball, and I feel like how you respond as a team, really tells you something about, that team, and you know what I'm saying. The offense has a defense back, defense has offense back, and when one's slacking, the other one picks them up, you know what I'm saying, and we don't ever point fingers or blame anybody. We just next man up and get ready.
And you're doing a bunch. I mean, I believe the first time I spoke to you, you forced a fumble on kickoff.
Yeah.
Have teams adjusted to you being out there? Have you seen them try to do something different with you being out there?
Yeah, they actually I'm not on there anymore.
Okay.
Who did we play? The Cardinals. Cardinals had a pretty good plan for me. They left me unblocked and just met me one-on-one with the runner, and he made a move, broke my ankles, and I told him, get the linebackers back on the field, man.
You guys have been playing amazing. Do you guys, are you at where you guys think? Do you have more of ceiling to go as a team on defense for sure?
Definitely. I feel like we do. Obviously pitching a shutout, coming off that kind of win is, big time. And, there's definitely some areas we can improve. But, yeah, like any defense, there's never a perfect defense. You take the Ravens, the 2000 defense, and, there's some you can improve too. So
it's been pretty amazing. And you don't see Coach Macdonald get that emotional often, but when Ernest Jones got the interception, went 85 yards for a touchdown, they got the highlight reels where he's going down the sideline, he's screaming. Is that him? Do you guys get to see much of that from him?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, not too much because, we're mostly at practice, but when we're on the sideline and, we see him running up and down, we know he's fired up, and that gets us more fired up.
Man, you guys we still haven't seen this full defense yet. I mean, Jay Reed looks like he's getting healthy. Jay Love is getting healthy as well. What's it going to be like getting those guys back?
Man, it's going to be huge. Those are two guys that we really depend on to make, big-time plays and lead our defense. So having those guys back is huge. It's going to be monumental for our defense.
There's a lot of talk right now. Brock Heward, I don't know if you know Brock, but he's on the radio. He's well-known here in the Northwest. A few people here on this show, myself included, says this is the best defensive line in Seahawk history. What do you guys talk about? Do you guys talk about that at all?
No, not really.
No?
You know what I'm saying? We go to work every day. We pride ourselves on being the tip of the spear of the defense, the tip of the spear of the team. You know what I'm saying? We go out there and try to, put it on ourselves to try to go and win the game, every week. So, and I think that shows in how we prepare, how we, plan up our game plans, and how we just work throughout the week.
You guys got a tough one this week. Pretty good offensive line for a team that's 4-8. Pretty good offensive line. Great running back, Robinson. What kind of challenges this team put for you guys?
Oh, yeah, they're definitely going to pose a challenge for us. They like to run the ball, and they're not afraid to run the ball either. And, you know what I'm saying, number 7, like you said, Robinson, he has, you know, good burst, good speed. Honestly, he's probably one of the best running backs in the league. He can pretty much do it all. He can go out the backfield. He can hit you on the sideline. He can cut it up the middle, you know what I'm saying? So we got to really be on our P's and Q's when we go in against him and stay in our run lanes.
I love that you said number 7 because that's just how we see guys when we play. It's like, all right, there's a last name, but it's a number.
Yeah.
He's number 7. Before we get you out of here, man, just what do you do when you're not doing football? What do you like to do?
My little brothers are here staying with me, so, you know, when I'm not doing football, I just hang out with them, you know what I'm saying? I like to play little games, Xbox, 2K, Madden a little bit, and just spend a lot of time with the family.
I literally just bought myself an Xbox, so I was tired of my son beating up on me. So I'm practicing on the low now. I'm getting on 2K, and I got money to spend on my build. He don't, so my player's going to be nice.
You got a little bit of advantage, huh?
Yeah,
I got to ask you one more question. There's probably not a lot of professional athletes that came from Anchorage. Mm-hmm. Who's more popular, your sister or you?
Oh, my sister.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. She international, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My sister all the way.
She international. Hey, well, Brandon, man, we appreciate you taking time out of your Thursday, man.
Yes, sir.
Give it up one more
Appreciate
time
y'all.
for Brandon Pili.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, when we get back, we'll give you